Hey everybody, what is happening? Dela. I am back with another one of my Madden 15 Ultimate Team gameplays. Right now, I've come across a couple high-end cards, I should say, in my possession here on loan. I'm working on the review stuff. I'm gonna be busy this weekend, so I wanted to get a gameplay out early. I'm gonna pull one of the games out early right now, so you can see what's coming up here, what I am working on. And kind of wanted to at least get this one out just because I thought this one I didn't want to put into the series, but it was kind of worth its own thing just because the guy, Mr. NWA, he's got a little. Well, apparently he's got an attitude, I guess, in the name, right? And the MFer is the rest of the name there, so you can just take at it from there, pretty much. So that's cool, whatever, people have fun with that stuff. But, so we go off the kickoff, and all right, well, he's just right off the bat going to show us he's a D-bag, right? I mean, that's what they do. They come out and get you to burn your time out. Okay, no biggie. We're used to that. We know what we're looking at now. So what should we expect from guys going to run that? Nothing more than the PA end around, right? I mean, that's your cheese stuff right there. Good spin with Barry, nice play there, but so that's what we got today. That's what EA served up. No surprise there. So we'll figure a way to work around this as we do. See what we can. Sometimes some guys, they're not as good with it as others, and some, they can make the right reads in there. And oh, my man over there on the outside, Nitron gets burned by the spin on it. I didn't get to click on him fast enough. So good play on his part right there. Give him props on that one. That was a very nice spin. I'm a big fan of spin stuff in there, so he gets a big chunk in there. Barry's getting clogged up. I ain't gonna be having that one too much in there. I ain't gonna, normally I can get the middle stuff decently. So come around and I slow up on the user there, and we give up that route. So we know that's pretty much going to be, it's going to come out in the 2-point conversion, and yeah, nobody out there. So, okay, so we're going to do the first cheese. We're going to do the PA end around cheese, and then we're going to do the 2-point stuff. All right, that's cool. There we go. So there's the man right there. This is going to be the main focus guy right there. We've got the 24-hour Walter Payton on loan over here from Dino over here on Mudhead. I'll give him, let's say more props here when we actually get the video out and all that stuff. But like I say, we're going to pull this one early. So we're going to see what we, on defense here. Nothing that I can see going to be really too much trouble. And Walter just fighting, doing what he did in the real life, man. That guy was just so good at getting them extra yards, come in, and he gets leveled. I ran him 3 times in a row. He does get a hit stick on it, and luckily I've got Upshaw who was there, and he got decent enough awareness to pick that one up for me. So, that's nice play there. At least we caught the break. And Jimmy coming up, and Jimmy dropping the ball, man. That was, easy catch, both hands on that, and that's the break sometimes. So come back around, and we've got Kurt Warner now. Again, we're just testing him out. This also comes from Dino over there, and the good throw for there. My worry about him was losing a little bit of the throw power, just because, as I told him, I'm so spoiled with these 98, 99, 100 throw power guys. And there's Kuhn finishing off the Walter Payton last play there. So we back up. I'm only do the one. I ain't gonna worry about none of that cheese stuff. And nice little swing out there on that side. So come in, kind of missed on the tackle, unfortunately, in there. I try to slow my guys up sometimes to level them up so I don't run past, and sometimes you just get the bad animation on it. We get to the other side, and he's doing the hurry-up stuff too, so might as well start throwing that in, right? Just roll the hurry-up offense in there also on top of everything else, right? So, but the clock runs out, so we're going to hit the second quarter now. For the most part, like I say, with the PA and around offenses and all that, like this, I can shut it down, but all it takes is one play, and then it beats you for the yard. So it's kind of one of those things that are kind of annoying to play all the time. We can shut it down a few times, and we going deep out there, and that's the other card. Okay, who's in there? And this is the GT Calvin free safety. I'm letting him do his thing out there, and early on, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's big letdown as far as him covering in the back as far as the Woodson. I'll just say that off the bat, but we'll get into that stuff later again. Trying to do roll out around. I'm trying to just cut the routes off and then make sure he doesn't run. That's why you'll see me. I'll get in line with him, and then I keep running a lot of times. But what happens is sometimes I overrun. All right there, I read the right route, then I started breaking down because I thought he might hit the underneath guy. So that's the trick about covering these. If you don't have AI helping you out, you can't cover all the routes yourself. So that is the difficulty running that. And of course, he hits the 2-point conversion, goes for that one again there. So he's going to do that one every time. So we had Payton out there again. Look at that. Hit the spin. We bounce off. Dude just keeps on going. So, nice play on there. I'm going to run out and throw this one out again. So this time Jimmy does get it, coming up, making that nice wide circle catch for us. That's what, we come to expect for most of these. And we're going to hit there, and I see him man up right over the top because you got no user on that, bro. Like, his user's garbage on this one. You can't run your safety up there to the line and think that, once you get beat off the line, you're done. And the fact that he's on Sammy Baugh just keyed it off for me. So that was an easy read, easy touch on that one. So it was a nice little a gift play. I thank you much, man. And there you go. Night Train coming up. That's what he does well. I've only ran him for, a handful of games now again, and the pressure again off that PA end around Cheese. The Night Train are kind of iffy. Obviously, he's excellent at run stopping, but, it hasn't really stood out for me in coverage. And he's going to throw the deep ball, and he gets that again. Now, you don't just see that when I had Charles out there, very rarely, but the one thing out there, though, he's running the Vincent Jackson, who's not fast, but he has the great release. So even though he's not fast, he gets off my guy, which you'll see sometimes like Jimmy. Sometimes slower guys will do that in the game because the speed ratings don't always come into effect. And again, we're going to lock that up on the outside, roll you down for another sack. 3rd and 17 now. And I try to cover the seam route, and, he hits underneath. So gets the yardage back enough to get him a field goal. So good play. Runs pretty much the PA end around and the slants. He's got 2 pass plays. He pretty much runs in there. He modifies a little bit off of that, but that's pretty much Homeboy's offense, as we're playing this. And so we're going to go into the third here. Again, not really having too much difficulty when we do have the ball. Payton coming on the outside again, getting a nice easy 9 yards on it. We'll come up, a little coon action again, and big old hole for him. And look at him just beasting through there. Nice run by the fullback. You'll take that. If you're going to give up the middle, we'll go for that, no problem. Come up again, Mr. Walter coming. Little spin, very nice. So easy money going as far as that stuff right now for the most part. I think I had to sub in CJ because I did run a little bit heavy there. Walter, like everybody else, can only take so much. But CJ not finding anything for him. He runs right into a man, just gets stuffed up. So we come back around, get a little bit out with Warner on the outside. And Jimmy, there we go, coming up. He did bite on the underneath stuff, left me wide open out there, which I'll always take that. So appreciate. Come back around, and we do got this. Get in the corner with Charles. Very nice out there. And I guess his suction tackle button didn't work for him on that play, so we always appreciate that. And he bites again on the underneath stuff, so he vacates the middle, so Jimmy's in there. Weird about that play. It always seems like the computer throws that ball behind for you. And there's the suction tackle. I knew it would be coming, so he didn't get it last time, but that saves him right there. So I guess you do what you got to in there, right? We're trying to save that from scoring. Oh, and I throw that one a little bit too early. Had I held that ball, I would have actually got past that. So I'm stuck with a spot going for 3 or not. And I kind of was annoyed with the guy. I should have kicked it in 3. It's my fault in there. Trying to get greedy on there, but I figured I had a whole quarter left. If I just stop him and get a ball back, and what 3 points wasn't going to do enough for me, I thought, but I do not get the play there. I actually had Jimmy wide open underneath, and I think what happens, I locked in on a receiver, which is always the mistake in the game. The guy was covered, and I threw it anyway, so I deserve to have an incomplete pass on that one for sure. So comes back around here, and whoo! We bring in the heat again. He's got the PA end around. He's living with the PA cheese, man. He just loves that stuff. That's his thing. So come back around now, 3rd and 7. And what do guys like to run? Like to run the slant off of that, and I basically shade down and inside, and we block that up. So we do get the ball back at that point because again, he's just so predictable at this point. When you're going to run that sort of offense, and he tries for the little pooch kick, but Woods does come up and snag that. So every little cheese thing he can figure out, he's definitely going to try and pull it off. Hey, I guess that's what he has to do to win because he doesn't really have football skill. And there's Walter with a great run. Oh man, nice the bob and weave. I love all the guys who can do that sort of stuff. Very nice, right? I come back around again, and I accidentally hit the wrong button. As you see, I hurdled there, and I needed to spin. If I spun, I was in for a touchdown. So my mistake again. So, and we hit the swing, and Jamal, he's going to put us down there close. So we get around 3rd and goal here. After the 2-minute warning, we come in. We kind of run into our own coon right there, but that's okay. We get enough to flip into the end zone, so we do take the lead. And we got to go for, unfortunately, got to go for 2. 1 does me nothing here. And see if Warner complete this. We got the nice break, and Warner misses the throw. Man had 2 steps, and he had to dive, and he still... What up, Kurt? Come on, man. Jeez, bro. That's like ex-Cardinal player, man. You got to come up clutch for me on that. So, 1st and 10 here. We know pretty much the routes guy likes to run. He's going to hit the one over the middle here. Switch off, and Jack Ham lights him up. Ball falls right into Harrison's hand. That's what we need there. That's why we've got the big hit power guys out there. Exactly that stuff. You come over the middle enough, you're going to get smacked, you know. That's just the way it is. There's this quick slants. That's his play. You know, if it's not PA end around, is that, right? So come around. He's at the point now where he's run committing, right? So we, you know, kind of know that was coming. I come down, hit a little swing in there. Could have maybe hit the Freddie B pass on that. That's okay. I just wanted to get a high percentage pass in there. So we get some of the yardage back we lost, and he has to burn another timeout. So we remembered earlier I knew I could hit him in the seam, so I figured I'd go back to that, get the great pass lead from Kurt, and unfortunately I score here. That's weird you have to say unfortunately, but I tried to stop at the end because had I just went down right there after I caught that ball, the game was over. You know what I mean? He only got one timeout left. Clock would have been down, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have to do this. For the most part, the guys got no. I'm not really worried about the offensive stuff except for the bomb, which normally is not that big. But again, look at Calvin not playing that correctly. For a GT. This guy cannot play the deep ball for crap. I mean, user and obviously he's great, but I'm just so disappointed in that. So roll around. We got coverage out there. We don't get the interception. We get the hand on it. We don't get the pick. We know he's pretty much going to do that. We're going to roll around to the right. If he wants to run it, by all means, fine. You probably drop a ball. I cover one side, and jeez. My man's right there for the interception. It goes through his hands, unfortunately, with P. Willie. He does make that play a lot, so can't really, fault him too much in there. And come right here, and instead of strafing up, oh, sorry about the wrong play. We get the sack on that. And then this next play around, this is one of my defaults. My issue sometimes I start running around too much, and I don't strafe up in positions like right here. If I just would have strafed back, I probably would have been able to come back and make that pick. Sorry, I got ahead of myself on one play. But so we got 3rd and 12, 15 seconds left here. We got the 8-point. Obviously he's got the 2-point conversion stuff down. We're going to come back around, and my guys are all there, but unfortunately that time he makes the catch. So he's going to go and burn the last time out. Oh, everybody's cheering on his team, so thinking they're doing good. So on 1st and goal here, but you got 8 seconds left. So I figure he's going to run some of this pass out to the right. Instead, he tries to run it up the middle, and Bruce Smith just ends it. Ends the game for him right there. So obviously we click cancel start right away. I've never actually been pause glitched, but that was always the word. But that's not what it was. He had to go in and start crying and sending me a bunch of email, messages on there before the game ended. He just had to pause the game before it ended just to send that out. So obviously he's all butthurt and wants to start crying to me now, like I'm going to care about that. Like, man up, dude, and stop crying. So okay, I'm a bum and my team bailed me out. Yeah, that's what happened. It's not the fact that I'm better than you and you run nothing but cheese offense the whole game and your defense sucks. That's not really the issue here. It is. All right, and he keeps crying after this too. I ain't going to show it all though. We'll see you guys all in the next review, man. Peace out.